Morning. So loud. It's so loud in here, it's crazy. Love the subwoofer though. All right, that's a good transition, I suppose. Let me mark the beginning of the live stream. All right, guten Morgen. Welcome to Forex.Today, the YouTube community of more than 20,000 foreign exchange traders. We gather here today to conduct technical and fundamental analysis, the overriding goal of planning our trades in advance because trading is risky, not appropriate for everyone. Your past performance, good or bad, is not necessarily indicative of future results. Please stay small, stay humble, focus on the long term, never risk money you cannot afford to lose. Hey, my name is Wayne. I'm a currency trader just like you. Got a couple of decades of doing this under my belt. Before that, I did some other things. Cool. Right on. So let me know if you want to do technicals. Great. I love technical analysis. If you want to do fundamentals, I have a Harvard degree in fundamentals. Passed the Series 3 in fundamentals. I've done a lot of things in fundamentals. Cool. And trader psychology, well, I've made more mistakes than you, and I've run into the same challenges as you, psychologically and mentally, emotionally, and even physically. So I get it, man. I understand you. Okay, so let me know how I can help. And I will do my best to serve you because I am a humble servant. Pretty much. That's it. It's good. That's all. That's all I have to say. Cool. So anyways, we're going to look at the charts. I'm sure you want to talk about the Bank of Japan, but what about the RBA? Whatever. We'll do what you want. If you don't want to talk about the RBA, that's okay. If you want to talk about the Fed, well, we can do that too. Coolio. But the first thing I want to talk about is these currency pairs. Make sure these currencies that are in the poll, please make sure you take the time to answer the questions. Meanwhile, I want to show you a couple of things. Most of you already know this. But I started a program that uses AI to generate technical analysis trading plans for you. AI is watching 7,500 charts and it's looking for 12 patterns. It's truly extraordinarily amazing. And if you're not sure what that kind of trade plan looks like, well, there's some examples. It does Forex, but it does stocks and stock indices and commodities. It does crypto. Okay, there's currency pairs. There's Tesla, silver, S&P 500, Aussie dollar. I mean, nice, right? It does scalp, spot, swing, trade. So it's looking at multiple time frames. All at the same time. Entries, targets, stops, and for emerging markets, even expiration dates for the trade plan. Really extraordinary. But that leads to the next thing I want to tell you is that, well, some of the AI that is in this program, in particular under the scalper tab and the active tab, has been seen by brokers and rejected. And it's because, in my opinion, they reject it because they're worried that you'll be a success. Because they B-book you and trade against you. So if you use those tools, I'm worried that you get kicked off your platform. So you're going to need an ECN. It's not necessary. I mean, it's not necessary. But if you had an ECN as your platform, and it's just there's just a slight difference. Like if you use MT4 or MT5, you can still use MT4 and MT5 with an ECN. The difference is really the back office, and the back office for the broker, or maybe not back office. How about this? It's based on a business model for the broker. So when you choose an ECN, it's a straight through processing model in which you click the buy or sell button and they dump your trade into a pool of liquidity providers and you're matched. You might be matched against a Goldman Sachs client, for example. Cool. Because they're in the liquidity pool. All right, great. Now, the other way to run a broker is to book all the traders that you assume or even want to lose money. And you match them against each other. It doesn't matter. They're all going to lose. You never enter the trades into the interbanking system because 90% of the booked clients are going to blow up their trading account. So why would you enter that into a liquidity pool? Dumb trader 1 will trade against dumb trader 2, but eventually trader 1 and trader 2 goes out of business and the broker laughs at them because the broker keeps all their money. And that's a business model for most foreign exchange brokers. In a weird way, they want you to lose. It doesn't make sense, but it makes money, I suppose, right? All right, so if you suddenly are successful, then it goes against their business model. With an ECN business model, there's a symbiotic relationship. And so if you succeed, they succeed because you keep trading and they keep providing a service. Okay? So there's no conflict of interest if you choose like Trader's Way, for example. Trader's Way doesn't have a conflict of interest with you. They value your education, for example. And I spoke to them about TRADARS, and they're like, honestly, you know what they said? Cool. I'm like, look at this. Cool. Which is not the typical response. So anyways, neato. All right, so let's go back to this poll. I need 30 votes. There's only 28. Oh, but Wayne, it's so much difficult to answer the poll. I'd have to click a button. That's sarcasm, by the way. I'm Canadian, eh? We have dry, sarcastic humor. That's how we are. I'm the Ryan Reynolds of Forex. All right, we got enough. Thank you for your contribution and your collaboration. Yeah. All right. Alrighty now. Okay. Where did it pop up? How come I didn't get the results yet? YouTube is slow. Come on, YouTube. Where's the results? There it is. All right. There we go. Jimmy says audio is excellent today. Thank you. I actually rearranged my desk and the way I do these streams with the direct and only goal of improving audio. So thank you for that. Okay. All right, so let's see. Look at the split here. 29% pound, 26% euro, 26% Aussie. Nobody cares about CAD. Okay. All right. So Don sold pound yen. And one of the things I might point out is on the higher time frame at least. Okay, Don, you sold something that wasn't necessarily weak. Now compare pound with Aussie. Okay, compare pound with Kiwi. Compare pound with Swissy. Compare pound with CAD. All right. Yeah, it totally is, Lucas. Yeah. for sure. Okay, Don, so right off the bat, I'm not sure you picked the right horse. Cool. Now, I didn't necessarily pick the right horse either, but we'll see if I'm still in. So here's a mediocre trade. And in the day trading group last night, we talked about whether I should stay in or not. And I decided to stay in, and I was rewarded for that. Very neat. So we're approaching the day trade target. So how do you interpret what we're looking at? The green zone is the day trade. And this zone here is the target for today. This is what we do. This is what we do. This is how we do it. Okay? Neat. If you join Investor Bootcamp, you will learn how to do that. Okay? Those are day trades. Okay? These other plans are swing trades. Okay? Cool. So if I'm lucky, we take this up 200 pips more. Yeah, but Don, you'd still, like you sold, I understood that. So therefore, you would have been better off selling something that was already weak. But this idea of like, well, pound is strong, but yen would be stronger. Yeah, but I don't like that. I don't like that. Right? That's sort of the real estate model. You'll pay too much money for an asset because you think it'll go up further. Or you don't mind buying a stock at 40 times earnings because you think it'll go up to 50 times earnings. Well, that's still expensive. Yeah. So you got to find the dead horse and then beat that thing. So what do you think about, do we have any news on the calendar that we should care about? Well, I'll show you something interesting. Here's the calendar at TRADARS. Okay? And look at all the things on the calendar. Whoa. Very comprehensive. Whoa. Just incredible, right? So, of all these news events, look at them, hundreds of news events this week. Okay? All right. Which ones do we care about? Well, you want to look at which ones move the market. And we call that volatility. Okay? Like Aussie jobs. Should we care about Aussie jobs? The calendar says, yeah. Okay. All right. Well, does the news move the market? And If yes, does that volatility have a consistent pattern? So that when the news comes out, is there any reasonable opportunity for a trade based on historical pattern recognition? Meaning you got to look at news going back years and say, is there a pattern? And on what time frame? The 15-minute, the 1 hour, the 2 hour, the 4 hour, the daily, the weekly? And that's what this scalping tool does at TRADARS. Okay. It says in 8 minutes and 59 seconds, you should care about the inflation interest rate, right? So the CPI. Okay, Canadian CPI in 7 minutes and 47 seconds. Huh. So you're like, well, let's take a look at that one. And the ticker is here. You're like, oh, well, maybe I want to trade what, CAD? Well, that makes sense, CAD based on CAD news. And TRADARS says, well, there's a discernible pattern on the 2 hour, the 4 hour, the 12 hour, and the 48 hour, but inconsistent on the timing. 75% accuracy if it comes out greater than 3%, 3.1. Well, what if it comes out at 3.1? Okay. Much different. Look at this. Much different, right? Up, 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 up. Did you know that? Did you know that? In the past, if the actual inflation rate was equal to the consensus, the pattern is up, 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 up. New scalp, day trade, swing trade. And you're like, well, how did it get to that conclusion? Well, let's take a look. It looked at that, and it looked at that, and it looked at that. Oh my God. That's incredible. Yeah, it is incredible. Well, what if it's less than 3.1? What if inflation falls in Canada? Check it out. There's no discernible pattern on the CAD. You would assume one thing. Oh, well, that would be good for CAD or bad for CAD. Well, all of that is reasonable. And I don't think you're wrong to think that. Here's what a machine does. It doesn't think. It doesn't assume. It's gone through years of data on really hundreds of charts because it's looking at 5 or 6 different time frames. And it's going back through the calendar, going back years. And in the situation, if the inflation comes in low, there's no pattern for CAD. There's no pattern for CAD. If you're going to trade it, you're better off trading pound or euro than CAD. Well, knowing that is got to be incredibly valuable to you. So you're like, oh, well, I guess U.S. dollar has gotten strong in the past in that scenario. And, well, maybe I trade pound. Well, see, I don't know if I want pound today because maybe pound isn't weak. I might not want euro today because euro might be strong. But look at this. USD yen, 4 hour up, 12 hour up, 48 hour up in periods of when Canadian inflation is low or falling. So you're like, well, I'm already selling yen. Could I get a bid on USD? Well, we did in the past. And look at 4 minutes and 9 seconds. Isn't this sweet? Now, while you're waiting for the news to come out, it'll delete the news here. Okay? That is irrelevant to you. So it says if the actual is equal 3.1, 75% chance the 4-hour will be up for USD yen on this Canadian news. But if the actual is less, it goes up a little bit to 80%. So now you're like, as long as inflation doesn't go up, you will probably be buying USD yen in the next couple of hours. Holy shit. That is incredible knowledge. But if it comes out greater than expected, right? You got some vol on the 2-hour for CAD. And then, right? So a scalp short followed by a swing long or a day trade long. So down for a bit and you buy the dip, right? So anyways, like, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. And your existing broker may not like the fact that you have that kind of edge now. I'm serious. Okay? You might need to make, if you're trading with that level of detail, you're going to have an edge. And remember the way B-booking works. If your broker is B-booking you, the way it works is they think of their clients as idiots. So idiot trader number 1 gets their stupid trade matched to idiot trader number 2, gets matched to their stupid trade. So now long and short, and as long as they keep you trading, the business model is based on trader 1 and trader 2 eventually blow up their trading account. Do you understand that process? So if they each open a trading account with $5,000 and the trades never get sent to the interbanking system, trader 1 slowly loses money, trader 2 slowly loses money, and at the end of it, they both blow up their trading account in some period of time, and the broker keeps the $10,000. Ha! So if suddenly you come in and your winning percentage goes up because you're making more detailed trade planning and you have deeper knowledge, right? You're creating trade plans based on years of data. If your trading percentage goes up, you will be breaking their model. And they may not like that, because now you're competition. So you got to be careful. Okay? So consider an ECN, like Trader's Way. Maybe I'll get them to change the name to TRADARS Way. The only way with traders is Trader's Way. Yeah, that would be so funny. Oh, I mean, dude, it'd be epic if they paid for it, huh? I haven't pitched that to them, but wouldn't that be interesting? Oh man, that'd be insane. There's no way they'd do that, though. Or maybe they would. I don't know. So anyways, that kind of detail, less than $100 a month, I hope you believe I'm fighting for you. Was there a trader's email? Do I have email? Where's my email? Do I have the email? Do I have the email? That's me talking. The Walmart. I live in Georgia, so. All right. Let's see. I don't know if it's come out yet. I have so many emails open. I'm not even sure. Oh, no, it came out. Did it come out? Yeah, it came out. Yeah, here it is. Yeah. Jumbo. And some people didn't get it yesterday, but the process does. Everyone is on. The process does work. I haven't logged in since this morning, but we spent time. I spent hours with the development team yesterday to figure out why some people didn't get it. And there's a 98% chance you got this. How is that even possible? Why would I get it and you not get it if you're on the list? So go through, check the spam and all that, and make sure you white label it. It wouldn't make sense. I don't know how you white label something, but check it. Yeah. So Jim, if you got one yesterday, you got one today. Okay. Check it, guys. All right. I don't know how that's possible, but all right. No, that I manually sent. Okay, that one I set you guys up. I put everyone in the database, checked everybody. I resent the thing that had sent earlier that morning, so you should have that. But you should have received the one today. So I will. Okay, I trust you. I'm not fighting you. I will check it out. Okay, I will check it out. Yeah, I will check it out. So we'll get it fixed. There's a setting, there's so many millions of things, but once it's working, it's working, right? So thank you for your patience. All right, so let's go find something else. Oops. Let's go find something else. Let's do some commodities. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I can just can I even quickly check this out? Let me just see. I'm here. Let me see if I can quickly do this. And see. Maybe I'm on a slightly different list as well. Maybe it's... okay, so hang on. I got to go to... I don't think it's campaigns. Oh, how do I read this? What day was that sent? March 24th. I think it's been sent. or is in the process of being sent. Hang on. Maybe it's just slow. It might be MailChimp is slow. No. Tuesday, March 19th. No. You're right. You're right. You're right. Let me go back. You didn't get it. You're in the list, but you didn't get it. What the heck? Oh, yeah. Well, even if you were wrong, you're still right, Jim. Yeah. All right. So it must be somehow, instead of sending, I'm thinking this through. You're on the list. Okay. I tried to fix this myself because the development team wasn't able to do it right that second. And I'm like, I need this done. So I made sure everyone's on the list. You're on the list. So why didn't you get it? The system must be segmenting you and saying, not instead of sending to everybody on the list, it's like, I don't know, look for a tag, look for this, look for that. All right, let's see if I can figure this out. All right. Send a view report, maybe. No, I'll do this. Campaign preview. Okay. Yeah, it's the one. Okay. It's the one that came out. Here, let's put this on CAD. Details. Recipients. Send to a segment of the audience of Traders Market Report. Contacts that match any. Oh, why would they set it up that way? Oh, all right. Hey, ladies, what's cooler than cool? Ice cold. I need to tag you. And this must be like some stupid European rule that I have to tag you as English speaking or something. How do I do that? Tag, subscribe. So I have to automate this somehow. Let's see if I can add a tag. Select all. Actions. No. Tag. Find tag. Find tag. Oh, tag all. Huh. It says there's no tags. It says there's no tags. So how do I set this up? Oh, you cut the Aussie dollar short? Right on. So Aussie CAD coming up. Okay, US dollar continues to be strong. Language is English. It's not even a tag. Conditions. Segment. Segments. Oh, I think I found it. Okay, how do I set you? All contacts. In that, manage contacts. Let's select everybody. Maybe I do it here. Segment. Ooh, I think I'm going to find it. Regular segment. English speaking. All right, well, it's going to take a while. Inflation came down quite a bit, huh? Pretty extraordinary. Well, it allows that as a possibility. Okay? So remember, there was no discernible pattern when it came to that result. So it's going up, which is good. You could be trading that. Oops. But there has not been a reliable pattern in the past, right? So anyways, you guys wanted to look at euro. I'm trying to. Okay. Remember, this is the sell zone if you're going to be a bear. That's the profit zone if you're going to be a bull. All right, let me see if I can figure this out still. Trying to get you to be tagged as English speaking seems to be a challenge for some reason. So how do I get you in that segment? Interesting. It's something simple that should be able to be fixed simply. But then I have to make sure that the automation is there. Manage audience. Okay, let me be clear. Let's do this let me just do this differently. How can I do this differently? If we were just a day trader, quote unquote, just, you might be looking at it this way, right? It's the same thing. Let's look at this differently. Or maybe we look at like Aussie differently. I don't even have Aussie on here. Pound, probably Kiwi. Okay, we'll look at Kiwi differently. Look at it on a smaller time frame, maybe a 15-minute chart. And yeah, this is cool. So there's sort of the day trading sell zone for the day. Now, yes, we are into weekly target. That's going to be a problem. Okay. Okay, we go here. Do I have it on this chart? Yeah, this one. Okay. Ooh, look at that. We hit target. Oh, nice. So I suppose you could do it this way. There's two ways of breaking this down. Oh, I don't want to do that in 30 minutes. Let's do it here. Okay. There's a trade there and a day, a trade there, let's say. Ooh, look at that. Just redonkulous. Is that 51? Holy smokes. That is such a big number. That is such a big number. Holy smokes. We've never gotten to 52. 52 is even bigger, if I remember correctly. Yeah, 52 is even bigger. 52 is way up here. Ugh, wow. So I wonder now with the decision if we're able to get to 52. Your customer, no. Your customer says, am I not getting it because they think Germans can't speak English? No. When managing a database, you organize the data in a couple of different, in many different ways. And so in this case, there's a database of people that should receive the email. And in that database, okay, you could do things like tag people, and then, which is individual kind of recognition of permissions. And then there's segments where you say it's groups of people. And very often there's like, in Europe, they have these rules that you have to like ask certain things in certain ways and then show proof that you've asked certain things in certain ways, and then even organize. And so there's a process in which we're required to segment you so that we're not sending emails to people in the wrong language. Well, of course, everyone speaks English. That's just how it is. But it doesn't mean that's how the law is written. So the way it was set up was in a segmented fashion. And the way that I added people yesterday was I added people to double, triple check everyone that should be on the list is on the list, but I didn't put you in the segment. So now I'm trying to figure out how to segment people. Anyways, and I've figured out how to tag, but I haven't figured out how to segment. Then I go to segment, and I guess I could have added here. Ooh, I might have found it. No. Don Pablo says, in December when we were expecting a BOJ pivot, yen was strong. Well, the thing is, they were quite dovish. Didn't you think so, Don? It seemed to me like they indicated that they're not going to jack up interest rates, that they're not going to, so they're killing purchasing, they're killing yield curve control. They've killed negative interest rates, but they're happy where they are, and so they have told the world they're not going to kill the party. They're not going to remove the punch bowl. They're going to remain accommodative. Their plan isn't to slow their economy down. And so that's quite good news. Sorry, I'm trying to fix this, and it should be easy, but it's not. I don't know. Okay, maybe look at it on a smaller time frame. There's the 15. Still technically bullish. Oh, it's frustrating. I don't know why it's not so easy. I can do everything except what I need to do. Maybe that's why it's not working. All right, so I figured out and uncovered the problem. I can accurately explain the problem to the development team, who will then, I suppose, do what should take seconds. Probably. It bothers me. I can't figure it out. Why is it so difficult? Select all. Yep. Too bad. So sad. I won't be able to do it. So I'll send it out to the team. We'll get that fixed. On USD yen, yeah. Dollar's been very strong too. Take a look at the stock market. And it's time for up now for the Chinese stock market. So I'm looking at this level here. Okay. We'll see. Definitely in a plausible buy zone. Take a look at the U.S. stock market. Okay, and there's my line in the sand. Holy smokes, eh? Yeah. The end of accommodation. The end of an era. Ooh, yeah, boy. I wonder if I can just get rid of a stupid segment. No, I guess I can't. I wonder if I can resend the email to you guys, at least for today. Let me try that. Maybe I can do that for you. Replicate. Yeah, I bet you I can do that. Let's try that. I see to English speaking in the audience. Gotta change that. Maybe I could just send to all subscribers in the audience. That's all I want. Save. At the very least, maybe this will work and I can do this for the next couple of days until we get that fixed. Yeah, okay. From TRADARS, subject, yep. Send time, send now. All right, this makes me a little bit happy. And send. All right, check your email for your morning report. I wonder if I can just delete that, but then it might kill the other thing. All right. Well, it's modestly helpful. Nice. All right. So let's drop into a smaller time frame here. We're in the moment of truth. So my little day trade has hit target. What are your thoughts on this trade? If I had a drawing tool. Oh, yeah, it's way over there. If I had a drawing tool. Delete. All right. So my entry is here. Oops, delete. My entry is here. Okay. And the daily target is up here. So I'm in at, what is it, 97.5? And we're at 98. And like, it's not even, it's barely a day trade. It's not even a day trade. It's an intraday trade. It's a market open type trade. Like 50 pips is nothing, right? So yeah, whatever. Whatever. So I'm inclined to hang on to it a little longer. I got chunks of corn bigger than that. Yeah, so anyways, let's go. I'd rather have 200 than 50. Yeah, so I got the email again. That's good. That's working. All right. What else is going on? We'll get rid of this one. Put these on hourly charts. Look at this trade plan from 2 days ago, Monday's trade plan. Huh? What do you stink? Remember, higher high, higher low? Look I drew it all out. Oh, cool. Richard's in a Corvette. Yeah. No, it's European, Kyle. Yeah. So it'll update. So it's sitting on not GMT, what, Universal something time. So yeah, there'll be a discrepancy for a couple of weeks until Europe changes its clock. Yeah, so I have too many things to fight for. Okay. So anyway, so that was I think we did this on Sunday. And now we're beyond the target already. That's how you do it. Okay? You see? You take the trade or you set up the trade plan on Sunday, and by Tuesday or Wednesday, you're taking profit. We call that swing trading. Now, it's a form of day trading because, there's a day trade, there's a day trade. They're all day trades. Okay, so there's a day trade, there's a day trade. This was a day trade. Okay, and now here's the next day trade somewhere around here. And so it might do one of these things in the future. That's how you do it. That's what you should be doing now. Not scalping the news per se. Cool. So that's working out fine. All right, well, Kiwi is not a great asset right now, but look at it trying to come around. What do we call this zone here? Okay? Before I answer that, let me make something clear. You don't know the future. I don't know the future. Okay? That being said, you got to pick one reality. You're a bull or you're a bear. If you don't make the choice, in my humble opinion, you're probably going to fail at this business. Okay? So I don't know if this is going up. I don't know if this is going down. You don't know if this is going to go up, or you don't know if this is going to go down. So you flip a coin if you have to. You would become a better trader if you flipped a coin. Okay. Anywho, and not every day, by the way, because you're already doing that randomness. So not every day. You flip it quarterly or every 6 months. Now with QuantBox, for example, you can do seasonality and all that, which is a different thing. But let's say you're a bull. And do you see the bullish trade plan here? Okay. Is that dead? No. So we're in a buy zone if you're a bull. I'm not saying this is going to be bullish. I'm not saying this is going to go up. I'm teaching you how to dictate your behavior. So if you had made a commitment to be a bull, you were watching this chart with intent of buying when it becomes bullish. Now you could call this, okay, becoming bullish. You might have that opinion. Okay, right? And you might say things like this. Or you might say, well, the next move is likely to be this. Or the next move is likely to be this. At some point, you get on the clue train. So what you should be doing now is planning what you require technically for you to become a bull. If you have flipped your coin and are bullish. So you're fundamentally bullish or strategically bullish, and you're waiting tactically for some sort of strategy. Okay? What is it that you're going to do? Are you going to buy this dip? Are you going to buy a dip like that? Are you going to buy a dip like that? Okay? Because if you're a bull, you buy dips. Okay? Maybe put an equidistant. Oops, I didn't want that. Delete. Close. Okay. Maybe put an equidistant here. Okay. I'll draw it like that. Okay. And see if you are going to follow that path. Let's do it a little bit different. Let's just make it less slopey. Okay, and we'll put it this way. Okay, this is how you should be thinking about the future if you are strategically bullish. And now you're using technical analysis to decide the probability of a pattern like this presenting itself. Cool, right? And realize realize that Kiwi yen is not even a good trade. Fundamentally, Kiwi's not that great. So if that works, they're probably all working. Okay. Okay, I'll show you on TRADARS, for example. It's doing your technical analysis for you. There's a moderate rising wedge emerging. You were notified less than an hour ago. And the target is 151. Should hit that in the next 2 hours. Rising wedge identified at 8:30. This pattern, so as soon as the news came out, this pattern is still in the process of forming. Possible bullish price movement towards the resistance of 151 within the next 2 hours, and it'll expire later this morning. Ha! Well, schnicker schnocker. That's a 40 to 50 pip news scalp. Okay? Hell's bells. Wait, what? Well, it depends on your entry. So I have you set up here at 40, and it's thinking just shy of 151. So I would do this. I'd get, so there might be an extra 10. Lovely, right? What do you think? That's smoking hot, right? All right. Pete wants to do euro dollar. There's two patterns that I would consider in my process here. One is this is a counter trend trade that I teach at Investor Bootcamp. And it leads to something like that. Of course, it's just a pattern. I can't predict the future. But if you're going to counter trend trade, you're pretty late, in fact, but that's how you'd look at it. A trend trader is going to look at this zone, which I've already highlighted earlier, like 20 minutes ago, half an hour ago. I've already highlighted this for you, but I'll redo it. I'll do it again. And that's where bears would sell. So bulls did the counter trend. And I don't think it's actually bulls. I think it's profit taking. And the next move would be down, right? Well, yes, that's right, Jim. We right, which I've covered. I don't need to do it again and again and again and again and again because at some point we're making decisions for other people. But we know I've already covered what the 4-hour and the 12-hour historic move has been, which does not predict future results. But we already know, right? Oh, no, I'm not yelling at you, but I'm just saying if people don't follow that, okay, you can't lead the horse. What? You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. And the horse might be an ass. Right? Yeah. Yeah, Joseph, I am trying so hard. Yes. And your emails are so good, man. And I'm trying to get to it. I've been trying. I got caught up in taxes and accounting. I interviewed 4 accounting firms the other day and negotiated a new relationship with the new accounting and tax firm. I have no time, and I wasted a day, but I had to do it, right? Yeah, no, but Joseph can. That's what I want. That's what I need, right? Yeah, so he's yelling at me. It's okay. Joseph can yell at me. But you're right. So I am trying to find time. Oh my God, I'm so out of time. I'm so behind. Tomorrow is a huge day for the CIA, which reminds me, like, we were going to have someone join. Did they join? I haven't followed up. But I did interview someone to join the CIA. I wonder, maybe they didn't do it. So yeah. No. Yeah. Just intern bugging you. Yeah. But it's needed, and you've earned that respect too. So cool. Yeah. I will probably not sleep tonight, and then tomorrow. I need to send an email too. When we're going to start, where we're going to start. Thinking out loud, and for CIA members, most of you guys are here. We have our morning meeting. It's not going to be as long as the first one because we already know what's in the portfolios. We already know how it's performing, all that kind of stuff. The big thing is we need the SEP. So we could probably just meet later in the morning, and then take a lunch break, and then get the watch, and then I can open up the general meeting, and everybody, not just CIA members, but I can go to the main investor bootcamp room or the main quant box room, and we can watch we can get the news and the press conference and watch some of it together, get the SEP. I can quickly look at the SEP and then kill that and then go back to the CIA and say, okay, so we covered that. How do you want to allocate? How do you want to rotate? And that's how I thought. So like we can do like a 10 to noon, and then from the 2 to 3-ish, right? Do the live stuff and come back and hopefully between 3 and 6, ideally 3 and 5, be able to have our investment voting. I suppose between 1 and 2, we could also talk about new business, new opportunities, new allocations. So I need to break that down. Okay. Well, Andrew, go look at the NASDAQ radar or the indice radar. I don't have TRADARS open anymore, or do I? Yeah, you can just go here, go to indices. And it just doesn't see the pattern. Okay. Now, if you're a premium subscriber, the plus subscriber, you can go here and then go to indices and see what's there. And maybe, so these are already in play. So who brought it up? Andrew. So Andrew, on the 15th, what's the date today? It's the 20th or something, right? On the 15th, TRADARS has this in play. It's already in play. The stop's already at break even, and it's coming down to 1768 with a 69% probability. So it's trying to get down to 1750. You see this? But it's already on the hourly chart. It's already in play. Like, that's a done deal. It's in play, stops at break even, trying to let it run to the next level down. And of course, you can change these probabilities and say, hey, well, give me something with higher probability. The problem is the higher the probability, the more that it's already occurred, and so there's less meat on the bone. So, you want to find a good mix. Okay? And all these are trade plans that are in play that started in the general radar, and these are patterns forming. And once they formed and are come to fruition, then they're moved to active. Okay? And those are, TRADARS assumes you're already in the trades. They're active trades. Like it said, look for this pattern, and here's how the pattern is traded. And then once it does that, or if it does that, then it's like the trade is active. It's not a forming pattern. You're in, man. Like you should be, or that kind of stuff, right? So, Richard, I pull that from their database. So they don't do it explicitly like that. So Richard says, does the RBA have a summary of economic projections like the Fed? No, but QuantBox manufactures one by pulling the data. It's like making an SEP for the RBA and for the RBNZ and for the Bank of Canada, the Bank of England, the European Central Bank, okay, the Bank of Japan. We create a summary of economic projections. Okay. Now it only looks at, so when QuantBox does it, it only does inflation and interest rates, and then creates the curve, and then it organizes by strongest currency and weakest currency. If I have a QuantBox, I'll show you. Do I have a QuantBox open? QuantBox. Oh, yeah, I do. Oh, but I'm not logged in. Log in. All right, QuantBox Pro. Let's go, Didi Mao. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Come on, QuantBox. Chilla, chilla, chilla. All right, we'll go here. All right. Central banks. Ooh, I know they're doing upgrades right now. Did they break it? I'm going to sneeze. Hang on. Excuse me. I'm going to sneeze. Really? They broke it? I wonder if they added some of these new things. No. Okay, that's working. Ha! 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 Well, sorry. Hell's bells. Hell's bells. That's good that I just happened to randomly pick the only thing that's broken. Sorry. Sorry. All right, don't look at that. Yeah, don't look at that. But yeah, we do that. All right, well, look, I got to go. The market's open. It's time for some trading. Okay. Yeah, this is an interesting place to look for a change in trend. Okay. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but this is what you should be doing if you believe in down. Well, the flip side of that is the counter trend trade that can go as far as the central pivot. So you are one or the other. Okay? The other place to look is somewhere in higher than this. Okay, maybe it's more like this level. So I'm gonna mark this just so I can see it, and then I go back into a 5-minute chart, and maybe somewhere around here. I have to move it this way. It'd be over here, right? Maybe somewhere around here. You see a change in trend. You know what you call this? Ambushing. You believe you know where the enemy is going to be in the future. You just don't know if they're going to arrive. You assume it will. Okay? And you just don't know, right? Right? You know, you're guessing where, but you never know when. You don't know if they show up, and if they do show up, you don't know when they'll show up. Just somewhere in the future. So you ambush. So at some point, if you're waiting to be a bear, you might recognize some bearishness, and you take action. And if it's not there, maybe you wait for the same idea here. And if it's not there, maybe you wait for the same idea here. What's the commonality? You are waiting and observing. You know the price you want to sell. You just don't know when or if you'll have the opportunity. And for everyone else that's counter trend trading, you had that assumption at this price. And bro, if you didn't recognize that, it's because you were not waiting for it, and therefore you don't deserve it anyways. If you can't predict it, you can't trade it. If you can't touch it, you can't catch it. So if you missed out on that, well, now you're sitting here and waiting for this, or this. And just so you know, you may never get any of them. This might just go up, all the way back up. Yeah, well, better than losing money. If you wanted to be a bull so much, then think of it this way. Why didn't you counter trend it here? I've trained you to do it. It's the only counter trend trade plan I've ever trained, ever. So if you weren't a bull there, I'm like, dude, seriously, you're a bull now? Right in the sell zone. That would be your problem. Waiting for it to happen and then making a decision. That's not how you do it. So while amateurs are probably buying this up late and halfway through the move, I see the probability that is real that somewhere around in one of those three, this could fall. And if it does, I'll be able to be in a position to trade it. Cool. So I'm planning ahead, not falling behind. Peace on earth. May the pips be with you. May your profits be above average. Join Investor Boot Camp. At 4 p.m., we are reviewing the fundamentals. And we actually have fun. Can you imagine that? We're actually doing the homework. You're going to act as if you're a professional. And one day, you're going to forget you're faking it. And you'll just find you're doing the work because you are a professional. That just happened. Cheers.